straightforward. So when a person is straightforward, it says of a person, they're honest and frank. And then the synonyms would be honest, frank, candid, open, truthful, sincere. And I don't know what could be more attractive than somebody who's open and honest with you.
Straightforward with Strip.
Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US. It is Thursday. It is 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and you are now logged on to Straightforward with Strip. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. What else are you doing? What else are you going to do? Be notified every time I upload a video with another awesome interview and another awesome, amazing guest. Today on Straightforward with Strip, we're going to go ahead and get right down to it. I was teasing the show a little bit saying, yo, I got a legend coming into the studio, man. He's out of the DFW area, and I got to be honest, I'm honored to even be in his presence. I'm honored that he came to the studio and he's showing love. So I need you to help me show him some love. Let's welcome Fat Pimp.
Hey, what it do, man?
Man, what is going on, brother? Did you find a studio okay?
Yeah, I don't live too far from the egg, man.
Already, man. That's what's up. So I wanted to go ahead and get straight into it, let you know, man. Like I said, it's an honor to be in the studio with you. I'm not originally from Texas,
right,
but since I've moved down here,
right,
I could not go to the club or could not go to a party without hearing your jams, man.
I appreciate that, man. I've been doing it for professionally about 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
I started out rapping at Duncanville High School. Graduated and went to TSU down there in Houston, and just crashed all the open mics, crashed all the talent shows. And when BET came to our school, I battled like 5 dudes, crushed all of them. And so once I was on Rap City, like probably for about 2-3 weeks straight, they were showing my little freestyle I did, and I got to host Rap City Countdown. I just knew that I was destined to do some music. So right around 06, 07, I just took it seriously, and by the grace of God, I had the song called Rack Daddy, and another one was called I'm Getting Money. I had both of them on the Billboard charts at the same time, 2008. Yeah. I ended up getting signed with Warner Brothers. So to still be relevant, I may not be in the position I was 2008 because I'm older now and the game done changed, but to still be relevant amongst the youngsters, it's a hell of a feeling, man.
Heck yeah, man, because like I was saying, I moved down here about 10, 12 years ago,
right,
and you mentioned the song, Rack Daddy,
right.
And I'm sure you get this a lot, and everybody asks you in every interview and everything, but I want to know, and for the listener right now, how did you come up with this song, and when you were writing it, did you know it was going to be what it is today?
No, I didn't know nothing about it. I just knew that I was at Club Rack Daddy's in my neighborhood. I'm Camp Wisdom, Cockrell Hill. I'm from Redbird, so anybody know that area, they know these streets. So Cockrell Hill and Camp Wisdom, we had a spot called Rack Daddy's. We all used to go there. It's the spot, it's a club for us. And Andre Emmett, God bless the dead, he was out there. He had just got signed, I think, to the NBA, and he was in his car, his truck, and there was some dudes out there dancing. Now, I was home from school, from college. Now, I didn't know they had already been, boogieing and stuff in Dallas, because I was in Houston where we don't get none of the Dallas music until it's already popping.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up at the sign, I'm looking at it, still ain't caught my attention. And then I said, man, you know what, I'm going to make a song for them to dance to. And Andre was like, man, what you going to call it? I looked up, I said, I'm going to call it Rack Daddy.
Yeah.
And so he laughed at it or whatever. Then I went and called my brother and called my other partner, Big Roddy, and I made the beat. Went back to TSU. We didn't have a song yet. We just had the instrumental. Yeah. I was hosting, what the probate is with the fraternities when they come out, and they cross or whatever.
Do that little thing.
Yeah, I was hosting, so I told the DJ, just drop the instrumental. I paid one of my partners to just do that Dallas dance. I don't know what it's called, but we're going to just call it Rack Daddy. So he started doing it, and when he did it, he did like this little move. He kind of threw his shoulders out and he dipped, and I was like, oh, that's it. So I started in my head, came back to Dallas, recorded the song with my partner, my brother, and pushed it from 2007 to about 2008, almost a little less than 2 years. I pushed it and got on the radio in Houston, and once I got on the radio in Houston, I got the record deal, and it just took off.
Yeah, that's what's up, yo. Yeah. And I noticed in talking about the song, it doesn't sound like you just got in the studio and started writing something. Like you put some feeling into this, and you know what I'm saying, it was calculated, a little methodical. So you came up with the dance and then the name of the dance before the song. I
take my hat off to the youngsters because I came home and I was in a space where all the music I was putting out in Houston really wasn't working. The music I had dropped in Dallas wasn't working. I really was known to, like, most people as a producer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I started making beats. That's how I really got on, was making beats.
Word.
And I really just didn't have nothing taken off. So when I did this one, I knew I had something after about the first time seeing a reaction in the club.
Yeah.
It made people either turn their head and look at the DJ or bob their head. If you get one person bobbing their head, that means you're doing your thing. And when you go to the next week, and the next week, and it goes from 1 to 5 to 10 to 20, 50, now the whole club rocking.
Heck yeah.
I knew it was gonna work, so I just take my hat off to the youth. If it wouldn't have been for the young kids in Dallas, I would have never had that song.
Heck yeah. Hey, and if you're listening right now and you happen to be one of those people who just aren't in the loop and aren't in the know and you haven't Googled Fat Pimp yet, go ahead and check it out. I got to let you know what he's saying is the truth, because I've DJ'd a couple events here and there, and I've been DJing, high school parties and proms and weddings and everything.
Right.
And I got to give it up to you. Like, even now, today, I'll throw a party and throw on that Rack Daddy, and everybody is vibing. Everybody is bumping to it, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to 10K Cash. A lot of people know 10K Cash. The youngsters know 10K Cash. Man, I want to say about 2 years ago, he did a little Triller video to Rack Daddy. He made like a Triller video, him and his partner, where they start doing that little whoa dance or whatever, and they mixed it up. And every time he get on Instagram and social media, he always shout me out, and they always jamming Rack Daddy. It's a whole bunch of little new videos that be popping up on YouTube for Rack Daddy. I'm like, damn, that shit like 11 years old, but hey.
Hey, and it kind of sounds like, we got a Rack Daddy challenge coming out. Has anybody said anything about that yet?
I don't know. We might need to do that, man. I might need to issue the challenge. So,
yeah, for real. Because one of my homies was actually putting me on a song I wanted to talk to you about, because that was fire. That was called Yella Beezy, the G Mix. That Lil Ronnie and all them were on. Man. So I can definitely see something going like that with that Rack Daddy.
I'm going to tell you, bro, the realest thing that they did was put me on there, because the generation that was out when I was out, you don't really hear their names too much. Not everybody, but some people they forgot about. Yeah. So for them to put me on the track with all the youngsters, I'm talking about everybody that's like 25 and under, to be on the song with them it was a blessing, because we had 3 million, like right under 4 million right now on the G Mix. So that should let you know that the talent is out here in Dallas. It's not just in Atlanta. It's not just in L.A. It's also out here in the DFW.
And something I noticed that I personally think makes a great artist is whenever you listen to their music and you can tell that it's genuine. And that's what they really feel. Like when I listened to your verse in that, you popped off like, yo, some of my peers ain't even here. And I was like, bro.
Yeah, and it's not even subliminal. It's just it was a factual statement. I had just got home. Matter of fact, let me take that back. They reached out to me to do the verse. I kind of pushed it off because I was in New York. I was in New York trying to get a new situation. My dude, Lil Tony, hit me up. Lil Tony 214, he hit me up like, bro, we sitting in the studio waiting on your verse. Everybody waiting on you. Yeah. So I said, cool. I went to my room in the hotel, whatever, put my mic up and got to it. Then I sent it to him, and I said, wait, don't use that one. I flew home the next day and went and recorded at the house, sent it to him. And when I was writing my verse, I was like, man, I don't want to come on here sounding like I'm trying to be young, like, do the same cadence that they do. I was like, you know what, I'm going to come on with the OG laid-back flow. Shout out to everybody who was locked up, you know what I mean, and just talk about where I'm from. And you either love it or you hate it. So
that's real rap, man. And speaking of, rapping young and, the new wave that's going on now, is there somebody in particular that you listen to that we wouldn't expect? Like maybe you a XX Tentacion fan, a Lil Pump?
It don't have to be somebody from Dallas. It could be anybody.
Not anybody.
Man, I was a diehard XX fan, man. I love XX, bro. I love Kevin. I'm a diehard Kevin Gates fan, but Melly, the one that's locked up right now.
Oh, bro.
Why Melly, man? Say he got some bangers, bro.
Yeah,
he got some bangers, bro. He's so dope. He's so talented. I jam Uzi. Some of these people are like clones, so I don't really just get into that. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, like I don't even want to name drop, 'cause that'd be hating, but I put you like this: people like Go Yayo, Sauce Walker, Mo3, those are the people I see that's trend setting, and a lot of people are like copying their styles.
Yeah, like they started this lane, and then everybody else is just like trying to duplicate it.
Man, you go to Say Cheese right now, I don't even have to hear the song. If I see the video clip when it's muted, I can tell you how they rapping. Just by either their dance moves, the clothes they got on. They got a lot of guns in the video. Just watch how the videos were before Go Yayo came out. Yeah, to how it is now. Everybody jumping around shirts out with their guns. Froze with the color hair, and you got everybody like doing their shoulders like this when Sauce Walker came out, and now people are singing on songs now. Shout out to Mo3, they all doing their thing. Yeah, I'm all about authentic. If something is authentic, I'm rocking with it. I don't care if it's young music or it's old music. If it's authentic and a jam, I'm gonna rock with it.
That's real rap, man. And so I know if like we listen to some of your hits, some of your jams and everything, it's easy to distinguish that you're like a rap artist, a hip hop artist. But I want to know, is there some sort of a genre or a certain crossover that you thought about doing or that you would do? that is just completely far from rap? and
Latin
hip-hop?
trap, man, reggaeton.
Yeah.
And reggaeton, I got people. See, people don't understand. I got family in the DR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know people don't be believing it. I'm like, I'm dead serious, man. I got a lot of love for all the Spanish cultures, man. I got nothing but love for like all my people in like Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Argentina.
Yeah.
You know, Mexico. I love that. I love that sound, bro. That would be like the next wave. I like to jump. I like to get on a song with like Bad Bunny and just cut up.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, and that wouldn't be a bad move,
Man,
because like, especially if you go to places like YouTube, if you pull
Right.
up some sort of like music genre or a music video from like rap or country
Right.
or pop or rock or anything like that, it'll get a couple million views, maybe a couple 100,000 views.
Right.
But those reggaeton and
Yeah.
Bad Bunny and J Balvin, bro, they're in the
Ozone,
billions.
man. You gotta look at it. The reason why is because Central America, they support their own. I tell the people all the time, the messed up part about being black in America is we don't have a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. You can't say Africa, bro, because we can't go to Africa and be like, find one of our cousins there. We're not really welcome over there. Whereas if you Dominican, you Cuban, or whatever you are, you can go down. You can, even Jamaica. If you Jamaican, you can go home. You know, you can still get that love. That's reggae artists get a lot of love too. But if you are born in the U.S. and you don't have no bloodline in none of these countries, you only gonna get so much love on YouTube. Then you gonna tap out. But if you from down there where it's popping there and they love their culture, they gonna support it. Think about it, bro. Look at them views Bad Bunny and them be getting, man. Ozone, all them, bro. Like, man, so I listen to 107.9, bro. They play nothing but that all day, bro. And I'm saying to myself, if I'm a rapper, why wouldn't I be listening to what's popping?
Yeah.
You know, all the rappers gotta stop listening to their favorite rapper and mimic him. You need to listen to the next lane you need to go to.
Exactly.
I want look at Lil Nas X, bro. Like, who'd have thought he did a country song and that was like the biggest record since the Beatles or something like that?
Yeah, heck
Come
yeah.
on, bro.
And I was gonna say, you can look at even OGs like Snoop Dogg. He's done country, you know, he's done funk, you know.
Yeah, gospel.
Yeah, gospel.
Yeah, I ain't knocking that. I could never see myself doing that, but I'm not knocking Snoop, Kanye, anybody, Mace, anybody that's ever done it before. I just can't do it,
Because I was just going to ask, you know, speaking of rappers going into gospel, man, there's been a lot of talk about Kanye West and the Jesus is King. And I said it on my last show. I had Freddie Kane on. Shout out to the Freddie Kane show on CW, Channel 33.
For sure.
But I had him on the show, and he was talking about, you know, he checked it out and everything, and we were talking about the project in general. I think it's an amazing album. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell the production is perfect, like the instrumentals, the vocals and everything. He put a lot of work into that, so I respect that. Me being a gospel fan or, you know, jamming in my car, I wouldn't do it. You know, have you heard that Jesus is King?
I'm a Kanye stan. So due to my stanness, I'ma always say it's the best thing out. Yeah. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite Kanye. I was actually surprised that he was going in that lane, but I'm actually glad he did because I feel like we was losing Kanye.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2 years ago, I really was worried that I was gonna wake up and see in the headlines, you know, God forbid something that happened to Kanye.
Yeah.
So for him to find something that helped him with his mental illness, you know, his depression, his anxiety and stuff like that, man, I take my hat off to him. People should really like stop bashing people for trying to find their own happiness.
Yo, that's real, man. That's crazy that you said that too. Because I was thinking the same thing. It was a little before he did that interview with Charlemagne. Like he had bleached his hair blonde and everything. You could seriously tell he was going through something. But I kind of feel a lot of us, we separate ourselves from these celebrities as if they're not human like us.
Right.
So that's what my whole issue was with the public and with society. They were so quick to bash him and say all this stuff about religion and everything. Like, you don't have to be a Christian. He's not forcing you to convert to Christianity, so why not just appreciate his music, appreciate the art, you know?
Yeah, I just think that we live in a society with social media, which means everybody gets an opinion. I liked it when nobody had social media. Only people had opinions was not the bloggers, like the magazine people. Yeah. Now everybody got their phone in their hand, so they're a blogger, they're an ambassador, they're
a critic.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to hear that, man. Just play the records.
Man.
Play the records, man. We'll appreciate it 10 years from now.
Hey, that's real rap, man. I'm glad you brought up that, you know, we call it nowadays the cancel culture. Yeah. You know, Dave Chappelle talked about it in his special on Netflix. Did you see that when it dropped?
I've seen it like 10 times already.
Man, so, like, what is your take? Have you ever been approached by, you know, the people that, like, probably saw one of your old tweets from years ago or something and was like, don't play Fat Pimp because he's transphobic or something like that?
No, but I'm going to be real with you. I could just keep it all 100 with you. I never grew up around gay people. I never seen no gay people growing up. I had no gay family members. I had no gay friends. When I was in high school, we had no gay people. I think I seen my first gay person my senior year of high school. It was a girl. So I didn't understand it back then. But I've seen things that I've said on Facebook. You know how they pop back up?
Yeah,
I deleted, bro, because sometimes you can say the wrong word, the wrong terminology, and offend somebody. And I'm real big on nowadays about positivity. And if I say something that offends you, I would much rather make it right and apologize. So I don't have too many comments where I diss the gay community. I might have said like the F word or whatever because that wasn't as bad when I was growing up. Now it's a bad word. So if I've ever said that, I apologize. But other than that, I don't really say too many homophobic things. My like my goddaughter, you know, she's raised by 2 women. You know, married 2 women. My homegirl Kendall, she asked me to be the baby's godfather. And if I had a problem with gays, then I would have said, no, I can't do that. But it's not like that. With me, I'm all about the integrity of somebody. I'm all about if you're a stand-up person and you're a loving person, you're a God-fearing person, and you stand on your morals and you really like got good values, I'm going to rock with you. Yeah. But I hate that people could bring stuff up from like 10 years ago.
Yo, like the Kevin Hart and the Oscar situation,
bro. That's
man.
swag, bro. Like, I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. The world has changed since 5 years ago. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? It's like now, if you're not understanding the gay community, they bash you. If you're not for the gay community, they bashing you. It's like, bro, like give somebody time to understand what it is. Confusing, bro. Yeah. Like I watched the Breakfast Club a couple months ago. They had these gay activist trannies on there or whatever, transsexuals or whatever. And they start saying it's not just LGBT, it's Q, it's plus, minus. It's I'm like, bro, y'all at the end of the day, I look at it like this, bro. Either you gay or you ain't. Yeah. I give you bisexual. Other than that, it's like, bro, stop trying to give these labels if you don't believe in labels. You know what I mean? If you don't believe in labels, why keep trying to say, I don't identify as that. I want to identify as a white man. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do that. I can't go in the bank and be like, I'm not black, I'm white. Yeah. But you can go in the bank and say, I want to identify as this. Yeah. It's not fair it's just not fair. And I think there's a lot of bullying going on with it, bro. So I don't like to get in that. Because they come for me. I can't fight. If I can't fight everybody, so it's like, y'all come for me. I don't know how to deal with the social media slander, man. But
hey, straight up, man. And I had a show, you know, I covered the whole the transgender thing, the LGBT and everything. I just call it the community because, so many letters. If you say the wrong letter or say it in the wrong order, you're getting attacked, you're getting cyberbullied and all that. But, I was saying similar to, you know, what you were saying. I don't have a problem with it. Like, if you grew up, you know, a dude and all of a sudden you want to be, you know, a woman named Alicia, like, cool, I'll call you Alicia and everything, but my issue came in whenever they're trying to put it into schools and put it into more movies and more shows and kind of force it on you like, yo, this is who we are. And then it was a whole thing where, like, they said, you know, and I still don't know what it is because somebody was like, yeah, we're fighting for trans rights. And I'm like, I don't even know what trans rights are, you know, because me being a black man, I'm still trying to fight for equal rights as my white counterparts, you know what I'm saying? So it is confusing, man. And, man, let's go back to Kanye West. So Jesus is King. Jesus is King. News broke out that Jesus is King 2 is on the way.
With Dre?
Dr. Dre. Heck yeah, man. So you looking forward to that?
I'm looking for anything with Kanye on it, bro.
Yeah.
If Kanye doing it, I'm with it.
Really?
I'm with it, man. If Kanye doing it, I'm with it, man. He's a legend, bro. We got to enjoy him while he's living, bro.
Heck
yeah. And then he bringing Dr. Dre out of retirement. That's going to be magical.
Yo, that's real rap, man. I'm one of them people like Kanye West. I never disliked him. You know, every song that he has that comes out on the radio I listen to, but I never really did my Kanye West homework. I never really like looked up an album or a mixtape and just listened to it. So you being a Kanye West fan, what do you think I should like start with?
College Dropout.
Yeah.
Just start from the beginning, do College Dropout, late registration. 808s and Heartbreaks is one of the dopest, what's the word I want to say? It's like the dopest body of work.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to 808s and Heartbreak and listen, and then you'll hear like like all the stuff that's popping right now with the youngsters. Yeah. You'll hear that years before, man. Kanye's just a genius, bro. Even when he dissed Taylor Swift, he got on MTV and did that little song, Let's Have a Toast to the, I don't even know if it's a bad word, but he had the little song to the toast to the whatever, and he performed it, and it's almost like he's laughing at y'all, like, I dissed Taylor Swift, and I know I'm an idiot. Obama said he was an idiot, bro. It's like, who cares, bro? He's Kanye West, man. He's the GOAT, bro. He's one of the best to ever do it, man, and I love him. I love him to death.
Yeah. Man, that's cool, man. And I wanted to ask, you know, you've been in the game a while. Right. And I checked out the catalog. You've done tracks with some big names, man. But you personally, who do you think, like, stood out the most? Because I know you got a track with Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying?
I got, my favorite track I think I ever did would probably be, I did one with Big Crit called Got It Going On.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite ones because I've been a fan of Crit before he was popping on the major scene.
Yeah.
He produced the beat and did the hook. I did that. I got to present that on Sway in the morning when I went to New York. Everything that I did with Riff Raff was dope as hell because I produced them all. I think the only thing I hated with that situation was he kind of like changed on me.
Hey, MTV Riff Raff?
Yeah. Jody High Roll, he got more followers than anybody in Dallas right now. You got to realize this dude went signed with Diplo. And so when he got with Diplo, he blew up.
Man.
And I think the last one I did was it was a Rap-A-Lot compilation they did in Houston where we redid all the top Rap-A-Lot songs, and the one I did was called Baldhead. It was me, Manny Fresh, Waka Flocka, and Juvenile.
Yeah.
And Big E out of Dallas, he produced it. So those are my top 3 features that I got. And yeah, that's it.
That's what's up,
Oh,
man.
hell yeah, that's it. But
yeah, and you being a legend, you know, coming out the DFW,
Right.
I want to also ask, who was an artist out the DFW that you haven't worked with yet that you would want to do something with?
I want to do a record. I want to do a record with most 3. I want to do one with him. I think I want to do one with him, like an R&B joint. I would want to do one with him. It's a dude named Rakim. I don't know if you ever heard of Rakim.
Rakim Al-Jabbar?
Yeah.
Big dude with the dreads?
Hey, let me tell y'all something,
Yo.
bro. And I know they don't name drop in my interviews because I don't want people to feel left out.
Yeah.
But he's a young goat. He a bull, man. He'll get in here freestyle off the head, get in the studio freestyle off the head, and he works with my partner Mousequake. So I finally want to do a record with him. I want to do a record with Seven the Great. I think hands down, bar for bar, he probably in my top 5. And I hope I'm not forgetting nobody, man. Cause I listen to everybody. Anytime people send me music, I listen to it, man. I like Asian Doll.
Asian Doll. Okay.
Yeah, she's different, bro. Like she got a whole different swag, a whole different like a whole different little flow pattern. I want to work with her. Man, anybody in Dallas that want to work, man, let's do the business. Let's make it work.
Heck yeah. Well, so if somebody's listening right now, doing music or not, they just want to get in contact with you. How can we do that?
Man, you can reach me. I am Fat Pimp on all social media. I respond. I'm one of the people who don't just look at your messages and don't say nothing.
Yeah.
It's like because my biggest thing is it's social media, and I know everybody got their phone in their hand.
Yeah.
So I know if I send somebody a DM and they on Instagram and they just look at it and don't say nothing back, that's a sucker move to me, dog.
Hey,
Like ain't nobody that important no more, bro. Everybody's important now.
Straight
if that
up.
makes sense. Everybody's important, but you not that important.
Heck yeah, man.
So,
yeah.
yeah,
And I believe you, dog, because, you
Yeah.
know, especially in this industry, I've encountered a lot of people like that. You know, some people who they kind of judge themselves on, like, levels of fame and levels of success. And so if you're not on their perceived level of success, they wouldn't even bother with you, you know.
That's whack to me, man, because one thing about this game is everybody gets that opportunity to make it to the top, but I always remember the people that you stepped on the way to the top. When you start falling off, you're going to run into them people again.
Yeah.
Because some of the artists that was popping in 08, 09, 2010, they back working in Walmart, you know what I mean? They're not doing anything no more. And it's like, karma is a beast, bro.
Yeah.
The same way you treat people, man, it's going to come back to you. So you got to stay humble as possible, man. It's cool to be a celebrity, bro, but I always keep that humble bone in you.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to have your favorite rapper see you and you try to shake his hand and he look at you and turn the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with Chris Brown in LA and kicked it with him many times. That dude's solid. He ain't got no shiesty bone in him. And if he don't act shiesty, how can a local rapper act shiesty?
Yeah.
Man,
Straight up,
real talk, man. The rappers know who I'm talking about, man. Who was shiesty in the city when they was popping, when they had the title, the crown, and he was shiesty. It's the reason why he ain't where he at no more. And that just it is what it is.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Yeah, and you definitely are, you know, from what I've learned, from what I've seen and experienced,
Right.
you are definitely stand-up, genuine dude, you know.
Right.
I reached out to you for the interview, man,
Right.
and you responded quick, efficient, and
Right.
everything, and I got to respect that. I appreciate you
Yeah,
for that, yo.
me and my old manager, we just kind of parted ways. You know what I mean? He had texted me and told me you had sent him the email, so I just reached out to you, man.
Yeah.
The thing that I got going on now, I don't know how I'm gonna do it or when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna drop the pimp from my name.
Really?
Yeah, real talk. I'm gonna drop the pimp from my name, bro.
And
It's,
why is that? Is it some sort of, like, you know, correlation or something? Or?
I studied? Let me be honest with you, bro. Once I started really getting off in Islam, bro,
Yeah.
start really just reading the word, man. Just start understanding like our black woman is our sacred thing on this earth, man. We treat her bad, and now they got this human trafficking going on.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want these little girls out here looking at me as somebody that would hurt them, or look at me as somebody who don't respect their struggle. And women going through it right now, not just black women, women in general going through it. And I just feel like I'm at that age now where I'm not doing what I used to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's time for me to take that name and put it in a box.
Yeah.
And who knows what my name might be, but I'm going to remove the pimp probably the top of the year and just go a different lane.
Yo, that's crazy, man, and wild, but it's a good crazy and wild, man. And I want to first off say I commend you for that, yo, because I've asked a couple, music artists and people in different industries what their take is on, you all in the industry or in this level of success. Like, what is y'all responsibility back to the public, back to the community? Like, are we able to hold you as a role model and somebody our kids can look up to?
Me, they can. I can't speak for everybody else. I don't feel like I don't feel like you owe nobody nothing if that ain't in your heart. Yeah, I feel like I owe it to the state of Texas. I owe it to these kids out here because I once was them. Yeah, I know what it's like to have. I know what it's like to have not. I'm gonna tell you, I changed so much. The other day I was in Fort Worth, and if I'd have been young, I probably would have took off on this dude, man. But he got out the store. He had a little blue rag on, and he kind of just was looking at me funny. You know what I mean? And I was telling my brother, I was like, damn, I want to take off on him, but I'm in a different space now. I just kind of laughed because I'm like, damn, I'm really getting old now that I let people make it on that. He probably was having a bad day. You understand? But back in the day, I would have took off on him. But then now I realize eyes are on me. I got 2 kids, 2 sons, and I can't afford to tell them, like, well, daddy in jail because I couldn't keep my temper. Heck yeah, so man. I feel like at the end of the day, I'ma always walk like my daddy would do. Yeah. I walk God like. I just feel like if you're a black man and you've made money in this community and you tore this community down, give back to the community. Yeah. And people that know, they know what I'm talking about when I say that, bro.
That's real rap, man.
If you tore it down, you need to build it back up.
Yeah, that's cool. And I want to say, if you don't take anything from me, I want to let you know that this was a trick that somebody told me, and it's called assume the best. So whenever you're out in public or anything, if you're on the road or walking into a store and somebody's mad dogging you or like bump up on you or something, instead of assuming the worst, like, oh, they want problems, they want beef or whatever, assume the best. Maybe they cut you off because their wife is in labor and they're trying to get to the hospital, or maybe he was looking at you because you look like somebody who shot and killed his mom, or something like anything, that. Right. Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Positivity, bro. One thing about it is, I'm going to tell anybody that's listening, if you know how to fight, you have no need to try to prove yourself. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I done been in a club with somebody and test me recently. I just laugh in my head because I'm like, I already know how I'm going to take it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what's the point of taking that with them? I know you're not gonna turn up the way I'm going to turn up. So what's the point, man? I don't want to go to jail. You don't want to die. Vice versa. Let's just forget about it, bro. And you got it, bro. We all got kids and we got families, mamas and stuff, man. Let's just go home and have a good Christmas.
Yeah. And something that I've seen, a lot of people say it hasn't really increased or decreased, but something I've seen that I think is increasing is the possession of firearms nowadays. Yeah. So that's another thing that kind of slowed me down. Like, if I'm going back and forth with somebody on the road, I'll be like, hold on, let me chill because they can probably have a piece, shoot me, and I can't make it home to my son.
Let it go, bro. Listen, man, let it go. That's going to be the motto for 2020. Let it go.
Heck yeah.
Even with dealing with police, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to make it real quick. When you get rolled by the police, the best thing to do is, if you feel unjust, deal with it in the courtroom. Yeah. You know why? Because you need to go home tonight. Mm-hmm. If that cop is being an idiot, that's cool. Let him be an idiot, bro. I'm not arguing with no police, bro. Not right now. They got the upper hand right now. Oh, yeah. I don't want to be that statistic where they're like, well, fat man, he went out like a real one, man. He charged the police up, then they blew his head off. Like, no. I'd rather take whatever drama you giving me, and then when I get with my lawyer, we're going to handle it that way.
Yeah. Exactly, man. I even started a hashtag. It's called Survive the Stop. Yeah. Because I see a lot of people, heck yeah, survive the stop, man.
Put that on a t-shirt, a lot of people, bro.
You got to, straight up, man. Hook me up with somebody who can hook that up.
You know Lil Ronnie is the rapper? Yeah. He got a t-shirt business going on.
Okay, that's what's
up.
I'm
going to hook y'all up, man. We'll talk off the air, bro. Survive the stop. I like that.
Survive the stop, because so many people try to be those, side of the road lawyers or try to get sub matches with a cop. Man, I seen way too many videos where all they got to do is hit that statement. I fear for my life. Yeah. And you being black, that's your weapon already. You know what I'm saying? So that's real rap.
Man, when you big and black, bro, it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Big and black, bro, you might as well cancel Christmas, man. Whenever I get pulled up, I cut all the lights on, roll all the windows down. People like, why do you do that? Because I don't want him to feel like nobody's in here. Yeah. I don't want him to feel like I'm reaching for nothing. I want this cop to feel safe at the end of the day and in charge. I'm not scared of police by any means, but I respect the situation. And I know that the only way I'm going to go home is if this cop feel like he's safe.
Yeah, man, that's real rap. And, you know, in talking with you, you said, you know, a lot of things that help you make smart choices and better decisions is you being a father now, being older.
Right.
But you're originally from Dallas,
Yeah.
right? There's been a lot of chaos, a lot of murders, a lot of crime going on in Dallas.
Right.
What do you think it is? Because I know if we talk to them individually, a lot of people be like, yeah, I got kids, I want to do this and that for them and everything, but the numbers and the homicides and the crime stats ain't showing it. Like, so what you think is going on?
When most blacks look in the mirror, they hate themselves, bro. They really hate themselves. They hate the way they live. They hate the way they grew up. So when you grow up with a natural feeling of hating yourself, you hate your skin color. You hate people that look like you. That's why it's nothing for somebody to kill somebody that look like them. If you hate yourself, why would I let you live?
Yeah.
If I see you getting more money than me, I'm going to kill you. If I get into an argument with you over a female, I'm going to kill you because there's no men around to tell them, like, hey, deal with your emotions like a real man. Mm-hmm. You got a problem with somebody, y'all call each other, man, go to the gym and box it out. Or just talk it out. You know, always got to be violence. You understand what I'm saying? But if men are growing up hating each other, boys growing up hating each other, this is the result. Yeah. This is the result of these black mamas babying their little boys. You know, this is the result of the daddies running out in their situation. These are the products. You wonder why you go to Green Bay out there in Fort Worth, the jail and stuff, and it's nothing but 18-year-olds with murders? Because they ain't got no daddy. They got those sensitive mamas who buy them everything, baby them. All them kids, man, you see them on Instagram holding up guns and money. Their mamas don't say nothing to them. They think it's cute. So it's like, if you think that's cute, when he go out and commit a murder, don't be crying if the police kill him. Yeah. Don't be crying if somebody smoke him because you was co-signing this destructive behavior.
Real rap, man.
We got to teach these kids, like, look, bro, there's a way to deal with your emotions. And the way your mama chose to deal with emotions ain't the right way.
Heck yeah.
You got to have men in these communities giving back to these kids and telling them, like, look, this is how you deal with depression. This is how you deal with when somebody come at you a certain type of way. You don't got to respond the way they want you to. You are control of every action. Mm-hmm. If you smack me right now, I can either walk out of here, I can fight you, I can tell you to go outside and fight, I could just say, you know what, it ain't even worth me not making it home. Yeah. I don't got to hit you back because you smacked me. Yeah. I could be a real live killer and just act like nothing to bother me, and 10 years later I smoke you. Yeah. There's so many ways you can handle situations. So I tell people that always remember you are always in control of every situation. Oh, yeah, man. Diffuse every situation, man. I don't know, bro. I hate Dallas some days, bro, but I love it because it's a beautiful place, but I hate the mentality of a lot of these kids, man. I hate the fact that y'all can't just, like, talk it out. Y'all can't just, if somebody making money in their community, but why rob them, bro? Yeah. That's a form of hating. That's the only crime I can't get with, bro, is messing with kids and people that steal. Oh, yeah. I can't get with that, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I think those are, like, the two grimiest things.
Yeah, if you're a hustler, man, that's your thing, man. I can get into a whole situation about that, but I feel like if you hustling to feed your family, that's cool. But when you start going out robbing people because they making money, that's a form of hatred. I can't respect nobody that rob nobody, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can't get with that, and I can't get with none of them child molester people, dog.
Heck yeah, man. And what's crazy is, you know, I got little cousins and little nephews and everything, and sometimes I listen to the music they listen to, and there's a lot of people that glorify, you know, we call the term jack boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of make it seem like that's a cool thing to do, you know, being a jack boy. And I always thought, yeah, man, that ish right there is so wild and insane for you to think something like that is cool.
It's whack,
you know?
Bro. It's whack, bro. But, you know, we idolize unethical behavior, bro. We idolize the dumbest people, bro. Yeah. If I get on Instagram right now and change my name to Brother Fat, and I start preaching about the black community, start preaching about Islam, start preaching about Christianity, you know, things that are uplifting, people gonna look at me crazy. Yeah. But if I get on internet right now and say F Yella Beezy or F Mo 3 or Trap Boy Freddy and F all of Fort Worth, I'm gonna have 100,000 people viewing my video. I'm going on Say Cheese. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the point of that? Selling your soul for some fame? Heck Look at 6ix9ine. He in prison right now, snitching on everybody, bro. Like, this is a joke to this new generation. Yeah. I ain't got time for it, bro.
Man, and speaking of, you know, you mentioned 6ix9ine. Yeah, that situation right there is out of control. But, I mean, from the beginning, I think me as a listener, as a consumer, and even his own circle should have seen this happening. You know, somebody told me originally, like, they should have called that from the beginning because this is a dude who is not about that life, and he don't come from this avenue or this outlet, but he was kind of, like, forced into it, and then when ish hit the fan, you expect him to, you know, stay solid.
Y'all have to understand, if you've never been in New York, you don't really understand how things go out there.
Yeah.
First of all, they laws is extra strict because there's too many people. Their gun laws is extra strict.
Yeah.
What they have out there is what's called the hip hop police. Where you got somebody who'll look like me, be in your crew for 3-4 years, and just basically building a case.
Dang.
You ever seen that movie In Too Deep with LL Cool J and Omar Epps?
Heck yeah.
And he was like, "You ain't no cop. You ain't no cop." That's real, bro. They really go in and become undercovers and play the part, smoke weed, do drugs, shoot with you. That way, when it hits the fan, they go to jail. They can be like, okay, this is really what happened. That's the reason why the feds got that 99% rate.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They convict everybody because they got the evidence. I think 6ix9ine was a snitch from the get-go.
Dang. Oh, so you saying like he was the snitch, not like somebody in his crew was doing it.
He wasn't the only one. It's one thing about these RICO cases, bro, they usually have multiple. They can't give you a RICO case unless they got multiple snitches, bro, informants or whatever. I'm not even mad because I knew he was a snitch, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't expect anything else from this guy.
Man, I remember them essays got on Instagram and said they was going to run up on him in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Police got him. Everybody said they was going to run up on him in Chicago. Yeah. Police got him.
In L.A., too.
Come on, bro. Nigga, if they can't get you in L.A., bro, then I know it's the feds, bro. L.A. is the easiest place to get people. They run the people Airbnbs in L.A., bro.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, bro. They run the Airbnbs in L.A. That's what I'm saying. I got to be careful out here in this world, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people, man, stay off the Instagram until you're not in that location no more.
Heck yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, like, bro, never tell nobody. That's game 1-on-1. Never tell nobody exactly where you at. Let somebody have to find out.
Yeah, I always thought that too because I used to be one of them people. I'm a huge movie buff, so every time a movie comes out, like I gotta go see it. And I used to do that Facebook check-in thing, like at the theater. But then I'm thinking, like, hold up, man, I'm putting out in the world where I am at this exact time right now. If anybody has an issue with me or something right now, they can come and get me.
Just leave it, man. Don't tell people you're okay. It's cool to tell them you was there. But don't tell them exactly when you're there, bro. It makes it too easy, bro.
Yeah. And speaking of, locations and not being there and this and that, I know you heard the story of Jussie Smollett. I heard out there in Chicago.
The rat out there in Chirac.
Man, bruh. So the whole situation was he, jumped himself, paid some dudes to jump him, and then try to put it off as a hate crime, which I hate when that happens because there was somebody else that did that like faked a hate crime. And I don't like that because that makes it harder for the people that are really advocating for social justice and racial equality and everything. So when you're doing ish like that, that kind of tarnishes our reputation, our credibility, because now people won't take it as seriously when somebody says a hate crime has occurred or they are a victim of racism or discrimination. But have you heard now he's trying to sue the city of Chicago, saying that they basically pursued charges maliciously, and they painted a picture saying that they made it up, that he lied.
I don't know, bro.
You think he was telling the truth? Like,
I can't really say, man, if he was or not. Only reason I say that is because he part of that group, man. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say the wrong thing. They come at me because maybe he did get a start or maybe he didn't. Yeah. I just know that I got family in Chicago, bro. And ain't no way in the world I be out there 2 o'clock in the morning, bro, trying to get no 6-inch pause. Trying to get no 6-inch foot long pause.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Then you talking about they had MAGA hats. Come on, man. That's a Democratic state anyway.
Yeah.
You gotta see certain things. You gotta put into perspective. That's a Democratic state, bro. That ain't Donald Trump's stumping ground. Now, if that would have happened in like Alabama somewhere, I would have said, okay, maybe it did happen. If it happened like in Mississippi, even in Texas, I'd say, okay, that sounds believable. But you said Chicago, bro.
Yeah.
What was you doing? What's up? Well, open at 2 a.m.
Man. And especially the temperatures out there.
Come on, bro. It was cold, bro. Ain't no way in the world they had ropes and bleach.
Yeah.
That bleach would have froze. Come on, man.
Straight up,
so
man.
I'm not saying it didn't happen, but hey.
It just kind of looks sketchy. Not everything's adding up. Heck yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I dig that, man. And, speaking of the whole MAGA issue and, racism, man.
Right.
You being a black man, growing up in the Deep South, Texas, red state or whatever, have you personally encountered, like, a racist person or been discriminated against?
Every day. Every day I wake up, I got neighbors across the street. They white neighbors. They don't even speak to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They'll speak to everybody else, but they don't say 2 words to me.
Man, and have you ever performed at a venue where, like, you walked in and you like, this ain't really my demographic?
I've done a country western spot before, and they always say stuff like, you're not like the rest of them.
Yeah.
And when you there, you drunk, you're not really paying no mind. But when you sober up, you kind of like, man, that was kind of a racist statement.
Yeah.
I play baseball, bro. So I don't know if you know how it is in Texas, bro, but it's like mostly whites.
Yeah.
And I've been playing baseball since I was 4 years old, bro. I've always been the only black on the team. I've been dealing with racism since then. As long as you can hit a home run, or catch a football, dunk, you're gonna always get that love from them.
Yeah.
Man, not all white people. I'm talking about them old rednecks. If you play sports, you do something that they need you to do, they love it.
Heck yeah.
I expect Texas, bro. I done been pulled over for having a hat on. I done been detained. That's the number one word they say is detained.
Yeah. You're not being arrested. I'm just detaining you.
Yeah, why you detaining me? Well, you've been suspected of a crime. What crime is that?
Yeah.
That just be
Being black. That'd be the crime right there. That's what is it called? The cause for reasonable suspicion or something like that. Right. A great example of, a black man not doing what the man wants him to do, Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So, man, if you haven't heard, Colin Kaepernick, he's been out of the league about 3+ years now for protesting the national anthem, taking the knee.
Right.
One of the things that really irks me is that a lot of racist people, a lot of white supremacists, and a lot of people who don't think they're racist but are being racist, who have this disdain for Colin Kaepernick, saying he disrespected the flag, disrespected the national anthem, when members of the military said he is not disrespecting the flag or the anthem by taking this knee. But we kind of see him getting blackballed from the league. He won the settlement, for being blackballed from the league, and now the NFL holds this workout. Did you catch some of the info? What happened with that workout?
Yeah, I caught all the info. My thing is, they hate you when you control the narrative.
Yeah.
They hate you when you say, you know what, even though y'all doing this for me, we're going to still do it my way. If y'all can't respect this man for protecting his brand, they try to tell him he couldn't use his own camera crew. You know why? Because they want to control the narrative. They will post all the videos of him bad passing.
Yeah.
Kaepernick's like, we're going to do it at Riverdale. We're going to have my camera crew. I'm going to have a crowd out there.
Yeah.
My receivers. You know what I'm saying? So I got nothing but respect for Kaepernick. The only person I don't like is Stephen A. Smith.
Why? Because he's
a coon, criticism. Man, he just bashing Kaepernick, saying, how you going to say he don't want to play in the NFL because he decided to control the narrative?
Yeah.
Like, he a coon, man. Stephen A. Smith is the biggest tap dancing coon on God's earth, man. I cannot stand him, bro.
Yeah, and it's a lot of them that do that, you know what I'm saying? Black men, once they reach that certain level of eliteness or anything, it's like they feel they not black anymore. Because I kind of had an issue with Shannon Sharp, because he had some criticism to say about Colin Kaepernick, and I got into this little back and forth online even recently whenever T.I. was being talked about his daughter thing, how he said he books gynecologist appointments for his daughter, and I just seen so many black people, black men and women online bashing him, and I'm like, yo, because they're saying, he's a creep, he's a weirdo, he has mental issues and everything. Because
Kaepernick does?
Nah, T.I.
Okay,
because he makes gynecologist appointments for his daughter or whatever. But I'm saying, like, he can be a weirdo, he can be all this and that, but as a black man or as a black woman, you don't need to be on social media or in public or in the media bashing one of our brothers and sisters, because we already got so much going against us,
They should ask them women, did you grow up with your daddy?
Yeah.
Did you have a daddy or did you grow up with your daddy? It's a big difference.
Yeah.
I don't got no problem with what Tip said. Even though it made me feel uncomfortable to hear it on the radio and people keep playing it, you got to understand something. When I was growing up, daddies used to get on the phone with their daughter and be like, hey, get off the phone. Why is you talking to that boy? Hey, man, don't call my phone no more.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot you. Don't come over my house.
Yeah.
You got to be protective of our queens, man. These are young queens. And in a world where it's so easy for a perv to get access to your daughter, why wouldn't he want to protect his investment? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, he raised that daughter. He paid for her lifestyle. He can do whatever he wants to until she's 18.
Yeah.
And even after she's 18, he still got to take care of her.
Real rap.
People need to really just mind their own business, man, because everybody act like they house ain't junky.
Yo, and that's the same. That's exactly my words verbatim. I was like, everybody on this post, because it was even another dude saying, man, T.I. needs to be brought out back and shot. And it was a lot of black men and women. Like, I'm like, do you hear what you're saying right now? Because he can literally, legally get brought out back and shot, like, by a cop and get away with it. And then we going to march and protest about it, but we're tearing each other down.
One thing my mom used to always tell me, man, we'll go in this house, stay in this house. I don't think Tip was wrong. I don't have nothing negative to say about Tip. He's a grown man, a successful black man who's relevant, 20-plus years with millions still in the bank. Obviously, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He got all them kids. Ain't none of them in jail. Ain't none of them in prison. Ain't none of them been arrested. I think the little girl got arrested for something petty, but that wasn't really that's not his daughter. You know what I mean? But his kids ain't never got no trouble. Obviously, he's a good parent. Mm-hmm. So you got to look at it like that, man. People got to really just act like what's their business is their business and quit worrying about what Tip got going on.
And like I was saying, you got to assume the best because especially as a black man, I feel like they almost make it impossible for us to be just a good man. Because if he was the exact opposite, he'd be getting called a deadbeat.
Right.
You know, and so
so basically he better off not even caring.
Right.
Just if she got pregnant at like 17, 18, they're like, well, where was T.I. at? Y'all told him don't worry about it when she goes to the kind of cottages.
Exactly, man.
Right.
So Colin Kaepernick, do you feel like he's good enough to be on the team, or what do you think?
He's definitely good enough to be on one of the teams. He could be on the Bears, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Bucks, Panthers. The list goes on. He could be on the Cowboys if you ask me. You know, I just feel that with him having so much controversy and Donald Trump saying he shouldn't have been in the league, people are just scared to touch him.
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump really swayed and scared the NFL into putting him on the team.
And they even said, like, during the workout and everything, there was teams that were interested. You know, even before talks of the workout happened, teams were interested in him. But it sucks because I kind of feel like we as society, we as people are putting pressures on these team owners to not pick him up because they don't want to be considered that team and then get blackballed themselves.
You know what's jacked up? Donald Trump even said he deserves a second chance.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot what news article it was. They said Donald Trump said he does deserve to come back to NFL.
Yeah, heck yeah. And especially, you know, Donald Trump being Donald Trump, he said a million things and done a million things that we can hold against him. You know what I'm saying? Do you vote or are you into politics?
I'm definitely into politics. I don't believe in the whole presidential because I feel like they all racist.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's a joke. Anybody with some money feel like they can run. I'm real big on local elections. I'm real big on getting these old farts out of the state of Texas. Like I can't wait till Greg Abbott is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing on him, but I don't want him in office no more. He's old school racist. It's not about red and blue with me. It's just about people who are for my people. And he's not somebody that's for black folks.
Yeah. That's real.
He supports all them private prisons. I mean, he's against making marijuana legal. It's like, bro, you're not here for my people, bro, at all. You don't come to black communities and do nothing.
Heck yeah.
You know, you rich, so you don't care. It's not your problem.
Yeah.
But locally, man, I just want to get new people in office. I want young people in office. I want people of different colors, not just blacks, Mexicans, Asians, Indians, whatever you are. I just need you in office. I just need all these old people. If you like 60 and 70, you gotta get the hell out.
Like, man, they got people in the Senate and Congress and everything. They're like 83 years old. Like, can't even
which
wipe
means
themselves.
they was around with the Jim Crow laws, bro. You gotta understand. If they like in their 60s, bro, and up, that means you've been around when it was cool to be racist, bro.
Yeah.
Even a 40-year-old, you can kind of say, man, you was been around for a minute too. You know, you was around the area when Rodney King was getting towed up.
You feel me?
Yeah, so you probably got a little racist in you too.
Man.
OJ trial, when that was going on.
Yeah.
I think that we need them young people in there, them young thinkers. This new generation that goes to college, this new generation that they're real creative. I think that's the word they use now, creatives. You know what I mean? Those are the people we need in office. Those are the people. When Kanye said, listen to the kids, man, you got to listen to them. Look at YouTube and Instagram. It's making more millionaires than a stock exchange, bro. Because the kids just realize, you know what, I'm 17. I don't like school. I don't like order. So I'm going to build something. I'm going to come up with an app. And now I'm rich.
Heck yeah. Yo, even the whole the gaming competitions, like whenever Fortnite, it's a game that's going on, they had a competition they even have esports stadiums and you know, leagues and all this stuff. Like little kids are winning millions of dollars of playing video games.
Bro, this is the reason why I don't like presidential election, because even if the popular vote is one thing, the electoral college still has the final say so.
Heck yeah.
And it's not conspiracy. These are facts.
Yeah.
I have my own beliefs on what I think go on, but if we go by what they say, the electoral college still gets to decide who's the president. And if you got the electoral people swaying towards the conservatives, who you think gonna win? Like Donald Trump gonna win again.
Bruh, that's crazy that you said that, because I said that too. Even on air, I've said that. Like, Donald Trump is going to be president again. You know, especially they gave us 2 terms with Obama.
Why do y'all think this? The only party right now that got a whole bunch of clowns is the Democratic Party right now. Yeah. They got rid of my boy Beto, but you got Biden, you got Bernie Sanders, you got the dude on Amazon, all these different people that's running for the Democratic nomination. And over here on the Republican side, you just got Donald Trump. He's laughing. He know he's going to win again. Yeah. He's going to do something crazy that's going to benefit the United States. Because George Bush did it. I remember the war was going on. He supposedly stopped the war on terror. Yeah. Donald Trump going to do something like legalize the weed, or he going to do something that's going to like either start a war and finish it. He going to do something. He going to get reelected. Why won't he get reelected? Because people in Texas love him. I see that vote Trump everywhere. Make America great again, man. You might not see that, but I see them them blue and white Trump posters everywhere, man.
And even something else that's becoming more prevalent in society is Blacks for Trump. You heard of that group? Yeah, they got the shirts and everything. Yeah, man. So you wouldn't vote for Trump personally? Because I speak to a lot of black people, and it seems like more and more.
I'll keep it a buck with you. It's how transparent I am. I hate Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
So when it came time for the election, me and my daddy argued. I said, I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton, bro.
Dang.
I wanted Bernie Sanders. I didn't want Hillary Clinton on the Democratic ballot. I want Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
So I voted for Trump. The last election, I voted for Trump. I ain't ashamed to say it. I voted for him because I thought he was the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
I feel like with a woman in office, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And even that's crazy that, like, these are the options we're giving us to where you got to use a term like that. Like, man, I got to pick the lesser of two evils.
Why don't y'all go Google who started that 3 strikes law?
Yeah.
Go Google who was behind that. While y'all sitting there praising Clinton and stuff, man, do y'all homework and find out where that came from.
Because a lot of people, especially from our community, they like to say, oh, Bill Clinton was the first black president.
No, it wasn't, bro. We ain't had no real black president yet.
Yeah.
Obama was straight, but he's not no brother.
Heck yeah. Like, whenever I hear the term black president, I think of that movie Head of State with Chris Rock and Bernie Mac. Like, that's the black president we needed Obama to be, you know what I'm saying? But
I love Kanye, man, but I would love to see somebody more like, I don't know, man. If I could pick a rapper to be a president, bro, I wouldn't even want Jay-Z to do it, bro.
Nah, because we see where Jay-Z's intentions are. Because I feel like at times, like, whenever it counts, he's for the people. Snoop Dogg?
Snoop would be the best president, bro.
You think so?
I know
what would make Snoop Dogg a good president?
Because Snoop likes to fight still.
Yeah.
He loves smoke. He's laid back, bro. He loves the kids. Yeah. That's one thing about he's for the kids. He's for the people. Mm-hmm. But if you piss him off, he gonna address you.
Yeah.
You ever seen Snoop snap?
Heck yeah.
He get the cuz this and cuz that and woo woo woo. It's like, man, you need somebody like that in office who will smack a prime minister if they get out of line.
Straight up, man, because that's why I feel like a lot of our issues are still standing today because nobody wants to address them. We all want to put Band-Aids on everything and then kind of digress from this to, like, focus more on this and then, the whole public distractions and everything like that. And so it's like, nah, man, we need somebody to go in there, address the issues. You know what I'm saying? I think Obama almost said it, but it still needs, like, even Donald Trump, he needs to say it, like, yo, racism is going on in America and this ain't cool.
He knows, though.
Yeah.
Because the thing he said that made me laugh so hard, he was like, black people, y'all have been worshiping Democrats and they still ain't done nothing for y'all. So I come to you and ask you for one favor. Give me a chance. What you got to lose?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm like, dang, he kind of got a point. Black folks put their trust in Democrats just because we grew up, we're told, you got to be a Democrat if you black, but y'all don't know the Republicans freed the slaves, man. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Democrats was the first KKK, man.
It was like a complete party switch, and a lot of people don't think about that. And if you look back at it, all these years that Democrats and Republicans been going against each other, you got to think, how often do Democrats care about black people?
Never.
When it's election time.
Never.
Never. Besides that, they don't care about us. They don't talk to us. They don't try to do anything with us. I saw a picture one time, and it was a picture of a project flat.
Right.
And they're basically like, this is the hood when Clinton was in office. This is the hood when Obama was in office. This is the hood when Trump is in office. And it looks exactly the same. So you got to think, what are they really doing for us?
Ain't nobody doing nothing for us because we ain't not doing nothing for ourselves, man.
Yeah.
We got to go back to the old school ways when the black community, we had our own banks, we had our own doctors, our own lawyers, our own grocery stores, our own gardens, our own farms.
Yeah.
Because, man, if you take the black dollar and you keep it in the black community and you got stuff to survive, that'll hurt the world economy.
Yeah. Like, bro, it's crazy that we're a $1 trillion community, like literally trillions of dollars. And they say, like, the white dollar stays in this community like 2 weeks before they spend it somewhere else. The Hispanic and Asian dollar stays in the community like 7 days. Yeah. They said the black dollar stays in the community like 3 hours. And then we ready to go give it to somebody else.
Imagine this, bro. Imagine if every single sports player, from college to pee-wee, football, basketball, NBA, golf, imagine every black player said, you know what, I ain't playing.
Bruh.
Imagine every black artist said, I'm not doing no music, I'm not painting.
Yeah.
Every black pilot, every black bus driver just said, I'm not driving, I'm not flying. We're going to just stay home today.
Yeah.
Watch how this world will be. It ain't that many Mexicans in the world, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
I remember somebody joked about the Mexicans to take over. I'm like, no, they're not going to do everything that black folks do. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Black people got power. They just don't realize they know how to use it.
Yeah. What do you think is holding us back from that? You know, and it's been talks how, you know, when Colin Kaepernick first got blackballed and there was a couple black, you know, rich people like Master P, Cam Newton, P. Diddy, they said they were going to make their own league. What do you think is stopping them from doing that? What do you think is stopping us from?
They don't have enough money.
Nah.
It's not enough money to buy all them blacks. They don't have enough money to control the narrative. $1 billion ain't enough money to have your own NFL league.
Yeah.
To pay them, to pay the amount of money that they paying people like Ezekiel Elliott. You don't got that kind of money. What, he got $200 million? That's almost $250 million right there for one player. You don't have enough money to pay these players, man, because black folks have always been a type where if he don't do it, I'll do it. If somebody came in this room right now and said, man, I want you to smoke crack for $1 million, but you got to smoke all this rock.
Yeah.
Most blacks be like, man, I ain't smoking no crack. But there's going to be one person sitting there saying, give me that rock. I'll smoke it.
Yeah.
Because what you won't do, somebody else will. For a change of power and a change of position, bro.
And so you think maybe it's like a lack of finances or a lack of resources
Lack of money,
what's holding
bro.
us back.
Lack of money, bro. It's not enough money in the world to convince every black person. It's not. I can go to Fort Worth right now and say, man, something bad about to happen in this community. And 80% of the people might be like, man, I believe him. It's going to be the other 20%, man. Shut up, bro. Ain't nothing finna happen. Oh, man. Tornado come through and wipe everything out. Then everybody look like, why nobody warned us? Because we told you. But a black man tell you don't want to listen. You want to hear from your master, your oppressor.
And I noticed that, man, and it may sound silly, and I bring it up a lot because it's a great example. But the Popeyes chicken sandwich thing. Right. So whenever it first came out, I heard it hit Houston like way before it came out here to the DFW area. But it came out, and me being a Popeyes fan, I used to be a manager at Popeyes. Right. So yeah, I stay up on Popeyes and everything, what they got going on. And so my son's mom hit me up, was like, yo, Popeyes got a chicken sandwich now. And I'm like, word? Like, that's crazy. So I went and tried it. It was bomb AF, you know what I'm saying? So I went and got it back a couple times. I went on my Twitter. I went on Facebook. I was like, yo, Popeyes got a chicken sandwich. Yeah. And that is just bomb. Right. I probably got like 3 or 4 likes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 1 share. But as soon as a white man said, yo, Popeyes got a chicken sandwich, what happened?
We crazy.
Bruh, we stabbing people for it, you know what I'm saying? They said they raked in like $23 million in the first week.
It's funny how black folks will kill each other over a sandwich, bro, but won't kill a white man for killing his people.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? That's how effed up our mentality is, bro. We watch innocent black people get body slammed and choked out for cigarettes and killed for nothing.
Yeah.
But you'll kill a black person. You'll stab a black person, fight a black person for a chicken breast.
Mm-hmm. And that's my whole thing, man. I feel like us as black people, we just been so indoctrinated and deeply rooted with cowardice, I feel like. Because, yeah, like, I can swing through the hood right now wearing the wrong colors or saying the wrong thing, and I'm getting jumped on for show, you know what I'm saying? But let Andrew Zimmer, the dude who shot and killed Trayvon Martin, he can walk around all day free and not be touched, you know? So, yeah, just like you were saying, like, man, we'll do it to ourselves before we do it to somebody else.
I just don't get it, bro, over a chicken breast.
Yeah.
You know, and then let me say this. The reason why I'm so mad is because I can tell you a lot of black-owned chicken spots that don't get this much publicity, bro, but Popeyes having a chicken sandwich, y'all go crazy. It's like, for what? I ain't spent a dime at Popeyes since they had that chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
My sister worked at Popeyes from May to August to go back to school.
Yeah.
She brought that chicken sandwich home many a times.
Yeah.
And I never had the urge. I ate the red beans and rice.
Yeah.
But I never ate that chicken sandwich, bro. And I just say there's no reason why. And now that I see people going crazy over, I'm like, bro, we prioritize unethical behavior. We was sitting in line for an hour for a sandwich.
Yeah. But won't go to the voting booth.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on, bro. This sandwich going to be gone in 2-3 minutes in your stomach where you can go to the voting booth, and this can affect you for the rest of your life, affect your kids, man.
Bro, that's what I was saying whenever Tatiana Jefferson out there in Fort Worth got shot and killed by that cop a couple months ago. It was crazy, and it was kind of infuriating because after that happened, the city councilman and the mayor, they held this big old town hall meeting, and that room was packed at capacity. Like, there were people waiting outside to get in, you know, to air their grievances and talk about how angry it is and talk about how the mayor and this and that, they're all racist and everything. And I'm like, yo, like, we waited until Tatiana Jefferson got shot and killed to come down here. But before that, a lot of us, we didn't even know the address to the municipal courthouse. You know what I'm saying? We didn't fill the voting booths like that. We didn't fill the registration booths like this.
Right.
So why are we sitting here complaining about how racist the mayor is when we could have voted for somebody who wasn't racist?
Yeah, y'all could have got different DAs, just like Sharon Wilson.
Bruh, Sharon Wilson, man.
Oh, y'all get her out of there. My partner Albert, man. Me and him grew up together. He was working with my dad and stuff at GM. And I remember he was running. I was telling people, man, y'all go vote for Albert, bro. They let Sharon Wilson win again, you know, and she's an evil woman, bro.
Bruh, I campaigned for Albert. You know, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
His name is Ed Gray. He's a commissioner. He has a show up here. And he's came up here a few times while the campaign was going on, while the election was going on.
Right.
I had his T-shirts, everything, putting out flyers like, yo, and he's a black man.
Right.
We had a chance to have a black man as district attorney.
Right.
But nah, we let Sharon Wilson get reelected.
Hey, it was crazy. He only lost by, man, I think like 1,200 votes.
Yeah.
It was small to the point where, like, bruh, like
man, and it wasn't that Sharon Wilson got more votes. It was that not enough of us voted. You know what I'm saying?
There's no reason why if you have a voter's registration and you can go vote, you need to just go vote, bro. Pick somebody you want to vote for. It ain't got to be the popular vote. Mm-hmm. Just vote for whoever you want to.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Kanye because he voting for Trump.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's his prerogative. You know, people. That's the only thing I hate about us too, man. You get mad because somebody don't like your pick as a candidate, and you focus on who you want. And I'm going to focus on me.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Something else I wanted to touch on real fast because a lot of people have been talking about it, and it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth because I feel it was another situation where a black man did something, you know, that a white person would have got away with, but because he's black, he's being slandered, he's being talked about, and it kills me that even black people are throwing dirt on his name. The situation with Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph.
And he from out here.
Yeah. From the DFW area.
Went to Martin High School. That
man,
he went, you know, it's crazy, man. He grew up with you know, all the other people like TK and all them and stuff. Man, he was one of the people that made it, bro, successful.
Yeah,
I think I don't even mean to cut y'all, but I gotta address it. You know, I don't condone. What's the word I want to say? I don't condone criticizing nobody till you get all the facts.
Yeah,
he said the boy said a racial slur.
Yeah,
the quarterback yanked his helmet first. For those who never played football, it's very hard to control your emotions when the game is going on and somebody do something to you right then, you retaliate. Mm-hmm. The man apologized. He didn't injure you, so let it go. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I understand you suspend him a couple games because he used a helmet. Mm-hmm. I can respect that, but suspending somebody indefinitely, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. And
my whole thing is you got to look at what precedent this is setting. It's another situation where a white man started it, instigated a problem, and then a black man defended himself, and he's the only one that his money is affected now. He's suspended without pay indefinitely. And Rudolph, he still get to play. He still get to get paid.
That's whack. We got to start rallying behind people like that. We got to start standing up at these NFL offices and stand out there, man.
Yeah.
Make them feel uncomfortable, bro, because we got to stand up for our young black men, bro. If the kids nowadays are 10 years old seeing this on TV, like, damn, the white dude pulled his helmet first, but he defended himself and he gets suspended. It's like, that's not fair, man.
Exactly. And I'm one of those people, and, you know, I try to be real vocal about me being an overthinking, overanalyzer. I see a lot of things that people either don't see or they don't want to address. So I'm going to address it. And I called it as soon as I seen it. Like, yo, this is racist. And everybody's like, Strip, shut up, man. You got to make everything about race. He could have killed him with the helmet. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, this is what we're showing our kids, and this is what we're saying is okay. Like, this white dude started it, but because he's black, you know, they paint him as the angry black man who could have killed this poor lily white boy, you know, with a helmet or whatever. He the one getting suspended indefinitely. I feel that's racist, yo.
It's whack, man. It's whack. And then one thing I always tell people is if they can do something to get you out of there, they're gonna do it, bro. Yeah. There ain't no way around it. And I think with the Browns being such a sorry team this year, that making it look like it was poor sportsmanship. Yeah. But not looking at what it really was.
And they were winning that game. And that's why people, I feel, they should have, you know, flipped the script and been like, man, Rudolph was the one in the wrong. He was getting beat by the sorry Browns, so he was already frustrated. You know what I'm saying? He's a not good quarterback, so he's mad at himself for that, you know, and then you get drove down to the ground. And a lot of people say it was an illegal hit. It was a legal hit. He drove him down to the ground, but no flags were thrown. So it was a legal hit. He had a right to do that. And I know there's a lot of people that didn't even play football that are trying to talk about yeah, so, you know, have you played football before?
I played football
So, you
before.
know, if you're going at the quarterback and you drive him down, you don't know if he threw that football or not. You know,
Man,
so
it don't even matter if he threw it or not, bro. That quarterback was janking his helmet, and you don't know what they said. You don't know what they said when they was wrapped up with each other.
Yeah.
Because it's only them people know. Yeah. If me and you wrestle right now, even though there's people in the other room, they don't know what we said when we locked up together.
Exactly. And I said that from jump. As soon as the fight started breaking out, because I was watching the game, that was my first thing I said. I said, yo, he had to have said something to him to set him off like that.
He snapped, bro.
Bruh.
That don't look like he just it don't look like he just was mad because he grabbed his helmet. He looked like he said something to him.
Straight up. And there was another point I wanted to make. If you're just now logging on, it's Straightforward Strip. Every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central, we air live on Fishbowl Radio Network. That's FBRN.US. Click on the red stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. We in the studio right now with the legend out the DFW, Fat Pimp. Yeah. And you did say you wanted to drop the name Pimp. Yeah. So are you going to go just by
Fat? I don't know if we're going to just do FAT and figure out some, you know, what each letter gonna stand for. I don't know. Yeah, I guess people gotta wait. Yeah. Wait and see. But we definitely finna get rid of the Pimp, man. Yeah, that's what's up, I'm in a different space. I just want to do things differently from going forward. Yeah. I ain't told you, man. I do movies now. So I've been like going to rehearsals on Mondays and doing my table readings, man. And I'm around these people who they're just different. Actors are way different than all rappers. Rappers is I can get along with them. Actors, they take that stuff very seriously, bro. Yeah. Very seriously.
Man, have you like gone to school or taken courses for acting?
I got two acting coaches that I'm probably start with in the next month.
Yeah. What initially like got you into that?
Being extras in movies.
Really?
I did the Triple D movie. I had an extra role in there. Fred Hammond, a gospel singer, cast me and Lil Ronnie for a little project that he was working on. Man. And then his assistant casted me for a Lifetime movie that I did. And the scenes were small, so when somebody pitched the idea that I could do a web series with a big role, I nailed it. And the director was like, yo, if I ever get somebody doing a film, I'm name drop you. He name dropped me. Yeah. And brought me to the table, and they are very supportive. They pushed me to go hard, so I got to take it seriously. And now I realize that this might be my next calling. Oh yeah, yeah, I got to do it, man.
And there's a couple other music artists who started in music and now they
Ice
got
Cube, man. Look at Ice Cube, bro.
Bruh, straight up. So you thought about like writing movies?
Man, I got an idea for 2 films, man. Yeah. I got an idea for 2 films. I got them actually wrote down on my phone. Anytime I catch an idea, I write it down on my phone.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. I can dig it. So you said you're currently working on a project right now, going through the readings and everything. Can you let us know what it is? When can we catch it?
It's coming out fall 2020. It's called Low Key. I'm going to give y'all the Instagram, too, because we had a little meet and greet yesterday. But it's called Low Key, the movie. Yeah. Low Key, the movie. And y'all can find it on Instagram, Low Key Movie. And y'all wait for it. Fall 2020. I played it. My character's name is Sensei Ray. I'm a karate instructor. Yeah. But I got 2 other hustles. I don't even want to give it away, but I got 2 other hustles that go with the karate instructor.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And would you what genre would this be? Like action, comedy, maybe a mixture of a couple different
genres? I think it's like a gumbo pot. Got everything in it.
Yeah. Okay, man, that's what's up. I dig that. And you said your role is a sensei and everything.
Sensei Ray is my character. If y'all go to my Instagram story right now, y'all will see me. I had posted a picture, bro. Yeah, that was from the photo shoot, man. So like, we out there getting it in, bro. Like, I'm really serious about this acting, bro. Like, it's not a game, man. I'm Sensei Ray,
man. And I don't know personally, but from what I've heard, those movie checks, they're way bigger than the music checks, man.
Hey, man, it's a struggle because I'm learning. Yeah, I want to learn everything. I don't know everything just yet. The only thing I know is how to get in front of a camera and bring it. So
heck yeah. So before music and before movies, I want to know, because I always think it's interesting how somebody blows up and they're like, yo, like me, for instance, you know what I'm saying? If this takes off wherever it goes, people would be like, dang, man, I used to work with him at Popeyes. Right. So before music and movies, have you had like a regular 9-to-5 job or a corporate job?
I worked for, when I was going to school in Houston, my last job I ever had, I was working for Delta Airlines. Yeah. In Houston at George Bush Airport. Anybody that knows me that lived in Houston on the north side, they seen me working at the airport. I was throwing bags, you know. Yeah. I was a ticket agent. Then I got into an argument with the supervisor, so they brought me down to the plane level, and I was responsible for making sure all the bags got on the plane. Man. And it was cool. I remember at lunch I would tell all them, like, bro, I got a show tonight. They're like, a show? Yeah. Yo, you rap? Like, come on, bro. Dallas, call me Dallas, bro. You ain't got no music. I remember when the first time they heard me on the radio, they tripped out. But then when they seen me on TV before, that's when they realized, and I quit my job one day. I remember I was coming in from a club one night. I was rolling hard, bro. And I said, I got to go to work early. So I'm at work. I'm geek, bro. Manager just yelling at me. She said, if you don't want to be here, you don't got to work here. I said, I really don't want to be here. I don't have to be here. I'm getting money doing these shows. I gave her my badge, got in my car, and I left, and I never looked back.
Man.
I didn't even have no money to pay my rent that month, man. I had to, like, thug it, bro. I'm talking about, you know when you get that notice on your door, like, failure to pay your rent. I said, damn, I just need, like, a couple more days. So I hustled up, got my money in. I've been rocking and rolling ever since, bro. I ain't had a job since.
Yo, that's real rap, man.
Yeah.
So, I want to know.
And I don't sell drugs, bro.
Yeah, hey, and that's what's up, man, because a lot of people, especially from when you come from the black community, if you get on or something, they like, yeah, he had to hustle something.
I hustled before, but I don't. People didn't understand. I do not sell no drugs, bro, and I'm very much successful.
Yeah.
I just feel like at the end of the day, bro, so many ways you can make money. It don't involve you selling drugs. You know, everybody's not cut out to be the hustler.
Man, that's real rap, yo. I want to know, so if the music and the movie thing, you know, didn't pan out how you wanted it, did you have like a plan B or a second plan?
But other than baseball, bro, I was a failure in life, bro. I was one of the people, man, who made great grades growing up. But then when I got to high school, I was hanging with the wrong crowd, man.
Yeah.
I got put out of 2 high schools. My junior year, I was playing baseball, man. I had got in trouble. My coach told me, if you show up to practice late one more time, I'm going to throw you off the field.
Man.
I had a battle with somebody after school. I battled them by the buses. And I looked at the clock. I was like, damn, I got to get to practice. Got to practice. And coach ran out on the field and grabbed me by my jersey and walked me to the locker room, took all my stuff. And we went to state that year. So it was like, it was a slap in the face. It really hurt my heart because I always see myself in the pros playing baseball. You know, then once I started playing, I started gaining weight, and it just was real depression.
Man.
And I remember graduating, and my daddy was just like, hey, what you going to do with your life? I was like, man, I don't know. Well, you need to go to the Army, get a job, or you need to go to school. In my head, I'm like, I'm damn sure not going to the Army.
Yeah, straight
and
up.
And I don't want to work. So he was like, what you want to do? So I asked my cousin, like, hey, let's go to TSU. I said, bet. We enrolled online, got an acceptance letter the next day, went for orientation, and I said, I'm gone. Told my dad I'm out of here. Packed my stuff up and left.
Yeah.
I went down there and worked for the summer, came home, got my stuff, and went back, and I never came back to Dallas until like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Man, it turned me into a man. It showed me how to go somewhere and not really know what I'm doing and figure it out.
Adapt to continue to grow. You know,
it turned me into the man I am today, bro. I know I know the value of $1.
Yeah.
You know, I know what it's like to share a pack of noodles, you know, with your cousin, or share a pack, you know, a box of chicken. We know how to make it all stretch.
Yeah. So now with your, you know what I'm saying, your success, your fame, your growing catalog, are there any plans or have you already put things in motion to give back to your city, your community? Do you go and speak to the kids or go to schools or anything?
Man,
buy some real estate out there? I'm
going to be real with you, bro. Anybody that knows me, my hashtag has always been make Redbird great again. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? The reason why I say that because if you ride there in Camp Wisdom, we may got like one grocery store. One grocery store on a whole strip, a major street. One grocery store. You know, I think it's a Fiesta, whatever it is right now. But we don't got if you go on for the Redbird Mile, ain't a grocery store. Nowhere. Go all the way down Camp Wisdom, under 67, go all the way down. There ain't no grocery store. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with seeing my community looking bad, man. I don't like that. One thing I do is I go to these schools, I talk to these kids. I was doing turkey drives on Thanksgiving. I was doing free haircuts when back to school, DJ Chaotic. Even before I linked up with Chaotic, I was doing that in Houston. Every year I was doing it's called Back to Fresh, where I would go to apartments, go to the houses, and hand out flyers and say, hey, this Saturday or Sunday before school start, from 2 to 4, giving away free haircuts, face painting, immunizations, bounce houses, giving away free backpacks. Y'all pull up. Yeah. I'm not from the social media era, so I don't feel the need to broadcast that. I love my community, man. From Fort Worth, I did it. Matter of fact, I did it at Sycamore Rec Center. Yeah. You know, one year I don't know nothing about Fort Worth. I did it with 97.9. They didn't pay for it. I paid for all the turkeys, but they just set up the system to make it work. I'm all about if you got $1 in your pocket, man, give somebody something, bro. Yeah. You know, I'm not hurting for no turkeys, but I know it's a blessing to have a good hot cooked meal on the holidays. So I believe in giving that back to the kids and the families.
Straight up, man. That's what's up, yo. And I've always had mixed feelings about that stuff too, like putting it on social media, you know. And then there's people who be like, you ain't nobody or whatever because they don't see you doing it on social media. So yeah, I respect you for that because a lot of people don't think like, man, if you down and out, you know, hit rock bottom and you homeless and somebody is coming up to you trying to give you some money or resources, would you want them on Facebook Live with it?
The thing I don't like is I'm cool with recap videos of events. That to me is cool because that's not publicity. That's just informing people on what was going on.
And it kind of shows like it can be done.
If I see somebody with a phone out like, yeah, man, you know, I'm in South Dallas, man, finna get some of this food to the homeless, and you put like a little Caesar's $5 box and stuff. Yeah, you know, that's corny to me, bro. Yeah, that ain't authentic to me because if you was somebody who grew up like that, you understand that people are very prideful. They don't want people knowing that they effed up. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I go to the hood and I give each kid, you know, $5 or $1, whatever I got in my pocket, I don't need to record that.
Straight up.
Because the hood going to talk about you if you there or not. Yeah. And I'm like, man, Fat Pimp came through. He gave everybody in the hood ice cream. He gave everybody in the hood, you know, stuff out the food truck, the ice cream truck. I didn't have to record that. Yeah. People that record that stuff need that validation, bro. I don't need no validation, bro. Because when I die, people can come to my funeral and be like, that dude was solid, man.
Like they know your legacy already.
Walk, man. Yeah, you got to be like that, bro. I don't need cameras and internet gratification. That's the reason why when you look at my social media, you can see the type of stuff I post. I'm a family man now, bro. I don't care about holding up no stacks of money. That don't mean nothing because you can go to these white clubs where they don't want cash, they don't want credit cards. Yeah, you know, I'm being real. You can't go to white strip clubs in Vegas and think you finna pull out $100,000, $20,000 a hotel. First of all, you're not getting in there.
Exactly.
Go to Sapphire in Vegas.
Yeah,
and take your coon self in there and try to walk in there with a whole bunch of cash. They're gonna be like, no. They got their own money in there. When you go in there,
straight up,
they have like a Sapphire dollar, bro. Like when you go in there and you buy the money from them. Yeah. You hand it to them, I want a lap dance. Okay, well that'll be $100 plus a 2 bottle minimum. You know, you gotta use your card. They don't want all that cash, man. Dang. But if you ain't never been around the world, you ain't gonna understand that.
Yeah. So that brings me to my next question. You know, you being in the game so long and doing events and shows and everything. Right. What's one of your most like memorable or favorite spots that you've been to or been taken to in the world?
For music, it has to be Shreveport, Louisiana. The name of the club is called Cocoa Palace. Yeah. Bebe brought me there. I met Pleasure P there. I met Plies there on a different night. 50 Cent. I done met everybody in Cocoa Palace, man. Cocoa Palace is like, picture a spaghetti warehouse. You been to a spaghetti warehouse before? Yeah. Picture a spaghetti warehouse with no chairs, upstairs, downstairs, and they got a club that go from like 9 o'clock to 4 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning back in the day.
That's what's up. And you mean like the restaurant Spaghetti Warehouse?
Spaghetti Warehouse,
okay, cool. Because I was going to say, man, like growing up, me and my homeboys, we used to refer to Spaghetti Warehouse, Stilettos. Stilettos? We used to call Stilettos Spaghetti Warehouse, yeah. So that's why I had to ask you. I was like, man, does he know the code word?
Spaghetti Warehouse, bro. Let me tell you. Yeah. So, bro, just imagine you going to a club and people is hanging down from the ceiling just going crazy, bro, because Bebe plays regular music. But when it's 2 o'clock, he cut the lights on. You thinking, oh, damn, the club over with. No. Nah. They finna play that ratchet music from Louisiana, local music. Yeah. Just imagine you going to the club, they playing your favorite Migos song, but then 2 o'clock hit, and you do a Louisiana mix from like 2 to 4 in the morning. Man. And the lights is on. Yeah. And the bar's still open in Louisiana.
And that energy, bro, of the people, you know.
All you hear is that, you know, that beat, bro. You turned up, bro. And I went out there when I used to be rolling, bro, so your pill gonna kick in when that light cut on, dog. That light cut on, bro, you gonna roll all
That's when
night,
the real
bro.
Party starts.
Bro, I remember going to the bathroom, bro, and this dude was like, man, y'all don't need no jiggers. And in my head, I'm like, damn, it could be some bad pills. But I was looking at him. Everybody in the club looked like they was on one. Yeah. And one dude was like, man, I'm on 2 of them. I said, babe, give me 2 of them. Man, I popped 1. It took 10 minutes for this pill to kick in, bro. And I remember that beat came on. I'm just looking around the club like, why am I so like lit right now, bro? It's the energy, man. Cocoa Palace is one of the best clubs in the country. Yeah. And it's right there in Shreveport, Louisiana, bro.
Man, that's real, yeah, because I've asked other people that question, man, and they've said things in another country, but you was like, nah, right here in Shreveport.
Yeah, I mean, for music performing-wise, I had great experiences. In Chicago, I did a good show. Yeah. New York, I had a lot of great times, but when it comes to what I like, the type of energy I like, Shreveport, Louisiana, give it to me every single time, bro.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, man, that's what's up.
Other places I've been to, I love Honduras, man. Yeah. I think if I like whenever my kids get old enough, I'm gonna probably move to Honduras and just disappear.
Word.
Honduras,
Okay.
man. Honduras is beautiful. Cayman Islands is beautiful. Puerto Rico is gorgeous, but I say probably Honduras.
Yeah.
Honduras is one of them places where it's poor, but it's like, man, if you got a little paper, man, you can live comfortable out there.
Heck yeah, man. I dated a chick from the Honduras. What I think is cool, man, like a lot of people from the Honduras,
Right.
they look like you and me. You know what I'm saying? They
are.
black people,
Man,
you know?
I'm kind of like brushing up on my Spanish. So when I was out there and I was having like Spanish conversations, I was like, damn, that did work. That little studying work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's another thing, bro. If you black, man, y'all better pick up on this Spanish, bro.
Heck
Because
yeah.
when you go to these other countries where they don't speak no English and only Spanish, you need to be able to get where you going.
Heck
Because
yeah,
if you
man.
talk Spanish, 9 times out of 10 they ain't gonna mess you over.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in Miami, bro, it's crazy because you'll see people real black talking Spanish
Ah, yeah.
or talking French.
Especially, like Cubans and Puerto
bruh.
Ricans. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. And you really don't know what somebody is until they open their mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I bet if Kodak Black starts speaking French, people will trip out.
Yeah.
Them Haitians, bro, they talk French.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, and it's even people in Louisiana.
Yeah, Creole, man. That's where it come from.
Yeah.
That's where the French settlers came.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So you say you playing, you're working on a movie right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
low key.
You got some music for us.
Yeah, I got a lot of new music, man. I got 3 records I'm working right now, and I got about 20 records I'm sitting on that I did with my producer in New York named Paul C. What we gonna run today?
Dang, man, I really wanted to. I saw the music video for this, and so I wanted to play it for the listener right
Wax
now.
On?
Wax On.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
a Wax On, man.
Man.
Produced by my boy Paul C out of New York.
Hey, it's straightforward with Strip right now. We got this Wax On, Wax Off. I'm
Yeah.
my man Fat Pimp right here every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central live on Fishbowl Radio Network. That's FBRN.US in the red stream. Here goes Wax On, Wax Off.
Yeah. Hey, PC, man, since this is just, I don't know what she thought, though. Yeah. Wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off. I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. Yeah. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. I'ma send a text when I'm coming over. She always got on tight on like she doing yo. So shawty, if you with it, swing it my way. You gotta be a dime, that go both ways. We ain't going out, we order Uber Eats. If my girl hit the text, you ain't seen me. She say that I'm a dog. I told her scoop. I got dropped off. Paul come and scoop. Take it back, we gon' sex for the weekend. She eat me, line say she vegan. She in the feelings 4 days without speaking. So I'ma just eat her like a pecan. Eyes closed, but she love me when I'm peeking. Body perfect, I don't know where to begin. No swimming, but I swear I'm going deep in. And I'm a freak, you should go and bring your friend in. Wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax off. I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. I'ma turn you on, I could be a light switch. No, I don't like cops, but you can get that nice stick. Tell me with my credit, yeah, I'ma wife that. When and got your butt done, yeah, I like that. I'ma drop up in your espresso. Told her just do it. Presto, Nike. Baby daddy wanna fight me. I'm cool with your mama, but your daddy don't like me. You know I make you nasty. Good job, so you know to act classy. Chinchilla, new heels, that's fast. No, she ain't a stripper, but at home she be dancing. Sake bomb, sushi roll, you fancy. I let her play with the chopstick. Jumped in it like a mouse pit. Private jet, let her hop on the pit. Big booty, you should go ahead and drop it. Wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on. Wax off, wax off, wax on. Wax off, wax off, wax on. Wax off, wax off. I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. No, I ain't afraid of no booty. A wax on, wax off, wax off, wax on. Wax off, wax off, wax on. Wax off, wax off, wax on.
Yo, that was Wax On, Wax Off by my man Fat Pimp right here in the studio on Straightforward with Strip.
Hey.
Wax On, Wax Off, man. So I wanted to ask, was this influenced by your role in this movie?
Nah. I did this. We was in New York, and my producer was like, "What type of record you want to do?"
Yeah.
I said, "I don't really know. I'm kind of like blank right now." So he was like, he started going through some beats. I was like, "I'm not feeling none of that." And then he just got on the keyboards, and I just heard him go doom doom doom. I'm like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Yeah.
He just played the beat, and I said, I just started being funny to him. I ain't afraid no booty. Nope, I ain't afraid no booty. I was just being funny. He said, "Man, go in there and record this." I said, "All right, cool." And I just kept saying Wax On. My publicist was like, she knew it was a hit song. She said it was too catchy for it to not be a hit song. And we did it, laid it down. He mixed it probably like 4 different times till we got the sound we wanted. Then we shot the video in New Jersey this summer. Yeah. And it's crazy. That's how I got my act on. That's how I got the role, bro, because of the video I did for Wax On. The director said he seen that and was like, "Yo, I gotta make you bring that character to life."
That's real, yo. And I wanted to say too, I thought it was dope because a lot of people are dropping music videos, you know what I'm saying? But you had like a whole what is it called, like a script, you know what I'm saying? You had like a movie line going on. You had actresses and actors, and then it was a whole a video, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you had the dancers, you had the different scenes and everything.
Hey, what's crazy is, and there's no cap, you can watch Chris Brown. Damn, what video was that? It's one of Chris Brown's newest videos. One of the chicks that dancing choreographed is in that video. Tiana Taylor video with Tiana Taylor got one of them on tour with her right now. Yeah. And the guy who choreographed it is the head choreographer for that show Pose. You know, with the what you call those cross dressers?
Heck yeah.
It's a show called Pose. That's how he does the choreographing for this show.
Dang.
So that, like, I was really tripping out. Like, whoa, like I got these people before.
You had some real names in there.
Right
working
before they
with
popped off, man. They was all great energy. They spoke Spanish too.
Yeah.
You know, just imagine being in the sprint and you looking at them, you thinking black girls, and they turn around and they. You're like, wow, that's so sexy.
That's kind of I was gonna say, boy, it's exotic
sexy,
too. Like, hey,
bro.
man.
New York is one of them cities, bro. That's another city I moved to, bro. New York.
Yeah.
Man, that's some
real
pretty
rap,
women, man.
Hey, man, Fat Pimp, I appreciate you coming to the studio, man, kicking it with me on Straightforward with Strip. If you're logging on right now, it's every Thursday live at 3 p.m. Central on Fishbowl Radio Network. That's FBRN.US in the red stream. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the bell, subscribe to the channel, be notified every time I upload something. This video is going up. Definitely got to go up ASAP, man. I appreciate you coming through. Anything you want the listener to know right now before you break out of here?
Hey, man, follow your boy on our social media. I am Fat Pimp. Get on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all the digital platforms. Just type in Fat Pimp and download, stream every single song you see. And to all my black men out there, raise y'all kids, man. I can't stress that enough. Raise y'all kids, and it ain't nothing wrong with being in a relationship, man. That's my new thing. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship. Find you somebody that betters you. Find somebody that brings something to the table. Just live your life. Keep God first, and everything else gonna work itself out.
Yo, that's real rap, man. You heard it here first. And like always, I'll be black next week.
White did it. Tell me it's cool. Let it know it's cool or what? Let me know. Tell me it's cool. Let it know it's cool or what? Let me know.
How do you want it? How does it feel? I see you when you cry, you got money on your mind, but can you show me yours for real?
Get it how you want it.
How do you want it? How does it feel?
Come on.
I see you when you cry, you got money on your mind, but can you show me yours for real?
I'ma need a Zan, I'm still at the spot. I beat her when I can. I called you 4 times, she ain't pick up. Now I'm knocking at your door. I know you about to get up. Open the door. Fat Pimp, no chill, no filter. Since the age of 13, I've been getting money. Money over everything. I'm done with 5 G's a day. It ain't nothing. True story. Her neck and her back curtain cut through the hair like a brand new version. DM'd on the gram cause I seen that twerk out. It's 9 in my pants, made a Beyonce server. I'm at. Tell me is it cool? Let it know is it cool or what? Let me know. Tell me is it cool? Let it know is it cool or what? Let me know.
How do you want it? How does it feel? I see you when you cry, you got money on on your mind, but can you show me you're for real?
Tell daddy how you want it.
How do you want it? How does it feel? I see you when you cry, you got money on your mind, but can you show me you're for real?
Do you know what ballin' is? Overtime belt shoe, time for a denim suit. I'm out to make it move. You know what ballin' is? Leather seats, foreign cars. I'm never where I'm going to treat nothing like stars. Do you know what ballin' is? 5-star suites for 2 weeks, no tripping. We double cup shit. You know what ballin' is? Me and my man flipping on the regular. I could push you on the schedule. Something's gotten into me, man. I ain't saying it's love, but it sure feels strange. I'm at home thinking about you. Bro, thinking about you. In a room full of women, I've been still thinking about you. I know. It's like I got the word on my palm. The girl up under my arm. She stuff from the charm. Yeah. Got me creeping to the house like a dope man. Look me in my eye. Grab that thing with both hands. Tell me is it cool? Let it know is it cool or what? Let me know. Tell me is it cool? Let it know is it cool or what? Let me know.
How do you want it? How does it feel? I see you when you cry, you got money on your mind, but can you show me you're for real?
Tell daddy how you want it.
How do you want it?
Let me know.
How does it feel? I see you when you cry, you got money on your mind, but can you show me you're for real?
Oh,